Hey, good morning. Hi, everybody. We're on our 50th class, daily class. Thank you, Mary Frances, for teaching us today, despite someone's toe getting dislocated. I think we can all assume who they might be. Okay. So I hope you get well soon. But as you can see, there's really no excuse to not do Qigong, right? There's there's many ways you can do qigong, and that's the beauty of it, is that you can do it sitting, you can do it visualizing, but actually this is also a good time to talk about 5-element response to life's events. Okay, so we can see how. Okay, actually I'll let you guess how Mary Frances response is, like which element it's related to. Okay, so, but I'll go in order. All right, so if someone stubbed their toe or injured their toe, okay, we'll go from the top with how the spring element, the wood element. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yeah. So I used to teach, sorry, segue back. How I used to teach a class with seniors, and a lot of them were in wheelchairs and can't stand. And this is a great series to do for them as well. So you can definitely do these seated and pass these on. Okay, so back to 5-element response to life events. Okay, so we'll start with the wood element, which is related to spring, which is related to the emotion of anger and passion, which is related to the organs of the liver and gallbladder. Okay, so spring energy is about growth, rebirth. It's also about focus, right? So how does someone who has a lot of wood energy respond to a life event like this? So they tend to focus in, okay, on one hand, so they'll just power through it. So they may have a broken arm, they'll still go out and like train and punch. Okay, they might have hurt their back, but they'll just sort of power through it. And they may actually use that pain to fuel their anger and also fuel their passion to focus in. Okay, so that's how someone who has a lot of wood energy would relate to this. Okay, so how about fire? All right, so fire, we look at the element. Okay, sorry, summer season. I'm a little scattered right now because of the fire. Okay, summer season, the emotion of joy and also mania on the other side. Scattering of or too much of joy will cause mania. The organs of the heart and small intestine. And fire is about that spark in life, right? So that fun, that joy. So fire people would tend to make some humor out of it, okay? We make it kind of silly or fun, make it a little bit entertaining. So that would be, so people get a laugh out of it. So I was laughing a little bit while she was describing this story in the beginning while we started class. So so there's a little bit of fire in her that's coming out as she's telling her story. Okay, so from fire we have earth is the next element. Okay, earth energy is related to the transitions in the seasons. So it doesn't have its own season. It's that transition point. It's related to skin and stomach, digestive system. It's also about grounding, like getting connected literally with the earth. Okay, and also the more we say material connection to the world. So like the material pleasures, the earthly pleasures, as we say. So earth people, if they find that they hurt their foot or something, they're gonna maybe get a cup of hot chocolate and chill out on the couch and watch some Netflix until the pain goes away. Binge watch some stuff and take care of themselves. Using some earthly pleasures, maybe some sweets, maybe have a piece of cake. Okay, and then the next element would be metal. Okay, and metal is related to the season of fall, the organs of the lung and large intestine, the emotion of grief, sadness, and compassion. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention that for earth. Earth would be sympathy on one hand and worry, too much thinking on the other. Okay, so back to metal. So metal tends to be a little bit more cool and distant, a little bit more compartmentalizing of things. They may also be a little bit more on the OCD side. So if you have a lot of metal, you're probably the one that's going to Google, like, okay, did I like totally, do I have to amputate my leg or my toe? Maybe they're going to be the one that's going to like really wrap it up and really protect it, with titanium steel, so it doesn't hurt your toe anymore. They might also take maybe one of the first to take some medication to cut off the pain. Okay. So they also tend to intellectualize it more in terms of saying, oh, well, it's not so bad. And they also don't tend to talk about it as compared to an earth person would want to talk about it because they want that sympathy from others too. So they're very sympathetic to others, but they also expect to receive that back. So the earth element would be more, telling everyone about it. And same thing with fire. Fire would tell it in a different way. They just want to share it, find the fun in it and give it an entertaining story. And that's how the fire works. But metal, on the other hand, is very contained. And so you may not even hear about it, but you might see them in that big cast and you might ask like, oh, what is this about? And they're gonna be like, oh, it's nothing. Things are gonna get better. All right, so the last element is water and how water would respond to this event. Okay, so you have to remember water is the emotion of fear and wisdom, okay? It's a season of winter and the organs of kidney and bladder, okay? So when we look at the wisdom side of the water person would be like, well, there's probably a deeper meaning to why I injured my toe, okay? So they're gonna look for, this happened for a reason, and something's good is gonna come out of this. So they're gonna look for that deeper wisdom that's with this life event and try to use that to help them move forward. So that gives you some distinctions in terms of how the different elements in this 5 elements would respond to this life event. Hope you found that useful and help you have a deeper understanding of how different things work in Chinese medicine. Any questions at all, please feel free to ask us. I really hope you're feeling better, Mary Frances.
It'll be fast. It may not be by tomorrow, but it'll be fast.
No worries. So everyone, thank you for joining us. As you can see, I'm using my water to use this as a teachable moment, right? So that's more the water approach to this event. All right. So thank you very much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. For another practice. Thank you.